Hello, welcome to my 200 subscriber celebration video. You might be expecting me to do one of those cringy giveaways or live things or Q&As, I don't know. I was debating it and then eventually arrived at the conclusion that whatever inspiration hits, and whenever it hits, that's when I would do my 200 subscriber celebration video. You might be wondering why I'm currently laying down on the floor. It's a good question. And if you haven't been wondering that, then where have you been for the last 45 seconds? I've injured my back. It's a recurring injury. If you've been following me for a little while, I've spoke about it before. Sort of once every 2 years it goes, just pings for no good reason. I was in Tesco yesterday and I was just loading up a shopping bag, nothing even heavy, and ping, off it went. Ouch. And yeah, it's very painful and makes everything very, very difficult. And laying down on the floor right now is the only thing I can do that isn't really quite painful. So you might think that this would make me quite low and quite depressed and quite anxious. I'm a personal trainer by trade, and I do classes. I'm a fitness instructor as well, so I run classes. And obviously if I'm injured like this, I can't do that. I can't do it very effectively anyway, and I'm self-employed, so obviously this throws into question income and all of this. And this is why I've decided to turn the video on today, because actually I feel completely at peace, genuinely, right into the depth of my being. I feel absolutely fine, totally serene. And this is how I know that the meditation and everything I've done in self-development, everything I've done to recover from anxiety and depression and addiction, it's not snake oil. It works, and it's powerful. And this is how I know. This is life proving it to me, and life demonstrating this to me. Because you would expect a situation like this to have a certain emotional response. But due to the hours and hours of meditation and soul searching and contemplating various philosophies, I can now watch that emotional reaction rise up. Of course, that anxiety rises, yeah, and it falls away. Feeling low, oh, what am I going to do? Oh God, why does this always happen to me? Yes. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. It's just feelings rising and falling. Rising, falling. It's just emotion. And the pain in my back can be quite severe, but it's just a feeling. It's just a sensation. That's all it is. If I don't attach any emotional weight to it, then what is it? It's a temporary sensation, just like any other. Previously, something like this might have sent me back to alcohol. Oh God, I need it, and dwelling in self-pity, and oh God, why does this always happen to me? Now it is distant. And actually I can observe this now from the perspective of, well, perhaps this is my body's way of telling me I need to take a break. Perhaps this is my body's way of saying slow down. Why wasn't I looking after my back? Why wasn't I doing the stretching? Why was I trying to lift heavier weights in the lead up to the injury than I knew was reasonable? This is all powerful insight. Powerful learning deep into your individual knowledge about yourself. This is what pain can do for you. When the universe sees fit to bring pain right to your doorstep, unavoidable. You can't run from this. You can't. The universe has brought this pain directly to your doorstep. Oh God, what am I going to do? I say, no, have courage. Have courage. Be open and receptive to the pain. Let the pain in when the pain arrives. Let it in. Don't run. Don't go straight to drugs and alcohol. Don't go rushing, oh God, what am I going to do? Straight to social media. Oh God, life is so awful. What am I going to do? Don't go straight to that. Just be open. Really feel the pain. Let the pain in. What is it trying to say? And crucially, accept what has happened. Don't resist it. Accept. And this goes for physical pain, emotional pain. Whatever has happened, why do we have to regard it as a crisis? Oh God, no. This could have practical implications. Oh yeah, what am I going to do about work? Well, I don't know, do I? I don't know. I need to know which direction that this back injury is going to go in. It could be, I could be crippled now for like 2 weeks. That's happened in the past. Or give it a couple of days and it's just a bit sore and it wasn't as severe as all that. I don't know which way it's going to go. We shall see. We'll see. We'll see. I wanted to share that. 200 subscribers, and I appreciate every single one of you. 200 might not seem like much, but if I visualize 200 people in a room, that's a big crowd. I'm very thankful and very appreciative of that. And I know maybe not everybody comments and likes and whatever does. I don't need that. If you've watched a single video, I appreciate you and taking it on board. And see, it sometimes plays at the back of my mind that maybe I should do more uploads and maybe I should be more consistent with what I put out there. But I'll tell you why that's difficult. It's because those who speak do not know, and those who know do not speak. And so every time I hit record on this thing, I feel a little bit guilty because I'm doing something that actually the Zen masters advise against. And they say, once you're found in a piece, you keep your mouth shut because no one will get it. They won't understand. They'll just think you're crazy. And there are different ways to guide people, and maybe they will find it there in their own time. But don't give the game away because they ain't going to get it. But I don't know. I feel like for some reason I have the teacher's gift / curse. Maybe I'm just a loudmouth chatterbox know-it-all who needs to feed his ego by feeding into this messiah complex that I so quite clearly have. But maybe that's a double bluff. Maybe I'm saying that to throw you off the scent so that you actually think, oh no, maybe he is really genuine, authentic, because God, look how humble he is by putting himself down like that. Then maybe that's a triple bluff then. Maybe if I'm trying to lead you there quite nefariously into that false humility, maybe I am actually a charlatan. So, injured. Body is in question. Don't know when I'm going to be able to train again, and obviously training is good for my mental health and everything. So surely I should be panicking right now, but I'm just not. And I like to be as honest and authentic as I can. That's genuinely, the feeling here is one of emptiness. I think I've said before, quite a while ago actually, before COVID kind of hit, or as COVID was just coming in, it's come to mind now about the tiger on the path. Welcome the tiger on the path. Welcome it. So maybe there's somebody rushing around trying to get this done, that done. Maybe it's a good day, like a wedding. That's it. That's the example. It's a young woman. She's like, she can't wait to get married. It's going to be such a great day, and she's rushing this way and that way, trying to get everything organised. What about this? What about the catering? What about the guests and all this? Get everything right. And she's walking along a path on the way to the next thing, and there's a tiger hungry tiger with its teeth out, snarling. And instantly in that moment, everything just drops from her mind. Everything. She's not thinking about the wedding. She's not thinking about anything like that. It's all she can think about right now is the tiger in front of her. And sometimes in life these things arrive that appear to be a crisis, but just in that second, it can liberate you. It can, I got it. Even if it's just for a second. Because if all these things are so important, if the wedding's so important, all your plans are so important, how then can it just dissolve like that in an instant? How can that happen? So here was me rushing around. I've moved into my new flat, by the way, if you've been following me. Moved into my new place. I'm rushing around trying to get this done, trying to get that done. Oh God, what am I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to be this like superstar PT. Yeah, it's all going to be so sick and great. And then all of a sudden, yeah, your back's going to go, mate. Snapped me out of my arrogance. Snapped me out of my delusion. What a wonderful journey it's been. What a wonderful life this is. It is beautiful. With the pain and everything. Even all the pain I've suffered thus far, I used to think, well, why did I have to go through all of that? Surely it wasn't necessary. Now I look back, I'm grateful even for the pain. I can't even explain what that means. But even for the pain, creates the strength, the opportunity to learn. We wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for the pain. And we wouldn't know what absence of pain was unless we'd also experienced pain. It's like grinding, is that a good analogy? To sharpen the blade, you need to grind it, and it's a horrible noise, it's a horrible sensation and feeling, and yet it sharpens the blade. And that's what we are. That's what we are. As we live, as a human race, I mean now, as a species, we are the blade sharpening. The process of the blade sharpening. You are the blade, the stone that sharpens, the sensation of that grinding, that friction needed, all of those together, move them all together, and that is what life is. We've arisen out of nothing, matter, and now matter is condensing and refining into something, elevating. So pain. Pain. Isn't that the problem? Isn't that partly why you're still here and still following? What to do about this pain? What to do about my obesity? What to do? What to do about my anxiety? What to do about my depression? What to do about my addiction? What to do about this, that, the other? Well, what about it? What about it? I don't know. If you have a problem, shouldn't you solve it? That might be a good place to start. And if I can teach anything at all, I would suggest to get started and to begin. Well, firstly, you need to be aware of the problem. There you go, that's step one. Change can only happen with awareness. Be aware of the problem. 2, rather than trying to fix external issues, turn inwards and fix the internal issues. Because if you just try and fix the external, you might solve that problem, but it won't be long until exactly the same problem arises again. You fix that one, and then the same problem comes back. But if you notice this pattern happening, same thing, you're dating the same person over and over again, but in a different form. Or you're picking the same horrible, stressful job over and over again, even though the job is different. That's a clue, okay? That's a clue. If you've noticed that pattern, look inwards instead. So what's the actual problem here? If your problem is addiction, well, stop doing it. It's simple. It really is. How can it be difficult to not do something? If you're overweight, eat less and exercise more. That's all I did. Anxious and depressed, meditate and exercise. It's only ever the present moment. Recognize there is a difference between your thoughts and your consciousness. Your thoughts and feelings come and go, like clouds passing in a sky. Your conscious awareness is the sky itself. It cannot be stained, cannot be tainted at all. I think that's everything I have for you today. I think I'm going to put some deep heat on my back. I'm going to take some ibuprofen. I'm going to eat a pack of Rolos. If you're one of my American subscribers, do you know what Rolos are? Do you have Rolos there? They're caramel in a little chocolate cup. That's not an analogy for some deep meditative insight. That's what they are, and I'm going to eat a pack of Rolos. And I'll take it from there, I think. Whoever you are on the other side of this screen, maybe I know you in person. Maybe I don't know you. Maybe you're a stranger from the internet. Whoever, it's going to be okay. It is. All of it. The whole thing. We're all going to make it. We are. Now, you might not believe me, but that's okay. I don't need your belief. Because we're all going to go there. We're all going to go there in the end. Every last one. You're having a terrible nightmare. Wake up.